Hey, what's going on, guys? E3 is around the corner, and like I said in my previous video, a lot of games are coming out. But this is a game that I'm probably most excited for going into the show, and this would be Fallout New Vegas. I have some more information on you guys. I have an update. And first off, I just want to say that I did make a previous video on this game, but fortunately for us, there's been some new information to drop, and I feel that it's important to let you guys know. And so the first thing that I want to talk about is we all know that there's going to be minor changes to the game because Obsidian is obviously a different developer than Bethesda is. And so we all know that you're going to be able to aim down the sight and you're going to be able to have customizable guns and whatnot. But these two things that I'm about to mention right now are really big. And the first one being that the story is going to have a definite ending. And it was just like this in Fallout 3, the exact same way. You know, it was a definite ending, and after you did the final mission, that was it for that character. Some people like it, and some people don't. I'm one of the people who just don't really mind. I'm in the middle because I can always make a separate file. So, you know, I'll do exactly what I did in Fallout 3, which is make a separate file, or I won't complete the final mission. But you know, because usually when you come to a final mission, you have a feeling it's a final mission. So, I mean, there's ways around it. You can make a separate file or just be wary of how the story is climaxing. Also, yeah, like I said, some people like it, some people don't. The people who like it, obviously, their point of view would be probably that they've been working on the story and they like to see it have a conclusion. And then the people who don't like it can obviously just turn around and say that it's a DLC scam. I mean, there's valid points on both sides, and I agree with points from both sides, but I mean, honestly, like I said, make a separate file and then go run around, or just do your running around while you're completing the main story. I mean, just try to balance it out if you can. The other thing that I found out that is probably even a bigger deal than this, than the story ending, would be that perks now, instead of being distributed or given out every level, they're actually being given out every 2 levels. So what that means is basically you have to choose better. You have to be wiser with the perks that you choose. But something has to happen in order for this to work. Obviously, the perks need to be more important, and they need to be better and more useful, honestly, and that's the only way I can put it. Because in Fallout 3, I found myself around level 15. I had already picked all the good perks that I needed, really, until you get to like the really late levels, and then you just start picking all the badass perks. But for the most part, I mean, perks really weren't that important to me. I was actually more concerned with getting past picking my perk and just going on to improving my skills and putting my skill points up. So I mean, that was what I wanted to do more when I leveled up. That was the first thing I thought of when I leveled up, was my skills, not my perk. And so I'm hoping that the perks are better this time around to balance out the fact that you don't get one every level. And if they don't do this, I think it's a stupid idea, honestly. And I mean, I can tell that Obsidian isn't stupid by any means, so I'm pretty sure the perks are going to be more useful and actually change the game a little bit when you get a perk. And so I'm hoping to see some useful perks. And I mean, some people may like it, some people won't. But there was a big complaint in Fallout 3 that it just got too easy way too quick, and people just became these gods running around shooting people with one-hit kills. And I mean, I can be a testimony to that, because around level 20, I was unstoppable. I would just walk around, and I had my Lincoln repeater out with my small guns up all the way, and so I would just hit VATS, headshot, and you know, they were done. So I completely understand what people mean when they say it got way too easy. And then for the people who say that, well, you know, it's just I want to pick a perk every level, you know, just like accept the challenge and just live up to it. That's all I can really say. I mean, it's confirmed right now. They said at this step that a perk is given out every 2 levels, but I mean, it's pretty much a done deal. And a good thought, maybe, that they're going to be more useful this time around. I'm hoping they are, at least. So those are 2 things, and I really think it's big, though, because I like to think ahead personally. I'm a person that thinks ahead, and this is going to make me choose wiser and really put some thought into the perk I choose, instead of just being like, okay, get this off my screen so I can fix my skills up. But that's how I feel about it. I don't know. Those are 2 big things right there, and those alone, you guys can let me know what you guys think about, because I'm pretty sure you all have opinions on them. Like I said, this is a very popular game coming up. The previous video that I had, as crappy as that was, I got a lot of views on it, because obviously there's not really a lot of providers for news on Fallout New Vegas. But let me know what you guys think about that. The other things that I just found out, like just this second right now, is there's gonna be a couple new features in the game that sound pretty cool to me. First off, you're gonna be able to throw spears. Like there's gonna be a throwing spear. I don't know. I think that's a funny. It just sounds funny to me right now. I just picture throwing a spear into a ghoul's face right now and seeing his head fly off or something. But they said that. They've also said that there's going to be repair kits. There's going to be venom doses, so I'm pretty sure you're going to get poisoned. You can get poisoned or you can find poison. That would be pretty cool. I mean, like, with a spear, it'd be cool if you can get, like, the poison with the spear and you, like, poison someone from distance or something. That would be pretty cool. They're also talking about binoculars, which I really feel were very necessary in the first one. If any of you have seen any of the Mad Max movies or any of the Road Warrior, he had binoculars, and it's just like when I was playing Fallout 3, which was my first experience with Fallout, I always was thinking to myself, why don't I have binoculars? I have a Gatling laser and a super mutant following me around, but I don't have binoculars. So, I mean, I thought it was kind of funny, but you guess you get the binoculars in this game. That's pretty cool. Because now I won't have to I won't have to keep pulling out my sniper rifle every time I get on top of a mountain. I just have my binoculars now, so that's cool for me. I like that idea. The other thing is they're saying there's going to be super Stimpaks. I don't know. That's just pretty self-explanatory. If you don't know what a Stimpak is, a Stimpak is basically like a health pack. And so, I mean, I guess we're going to see how that goes. I'm really wondering how those are going to be made, or how they're just going to be like the rarity. They'll probably be super rare is what I'm expecting. I mean, I'm hoping so they don't, overpower them or anything. The other thing I wanted to ask you guys was, with all this information, and we know a lot about the game so far, how are you guys going to play through your first time? Because I know for me, I'll probably end up being a good guy, because I'm always a good guy my first way through. I don't know. Every game that I've played, Fallout 3, I was a good guy. Infamous, I was good. And so with all the experiences of good or bad, and you have the choice, I'm usually good. And then also, what kind of character do you want to be? Do you want to be a stealthy character? Do you want to be a running gun character? Do you want to be just this tank who runs everyone over? I mean, I'm probably not too sure, because what I did is I made the mistake when I played Fallout 3 is I tried to be like a jack of all trades, but they're really making it sound like you're not going to be able to do that in this game, and I think that's great. It adds to the role-playing experience. So for me right now, I don't really know what kind of character I'm going to have. I think I'm just going to have a smart, but not well-balanced by any means. I'll probably focus more on my combat and my intelligence, but I mean, you never know. It's just a spur-of-the-moment thing when you pick what kind of character you want. And then the other thing is, are you guys going to play the hardcore mode or not? And what difficulty are you guys going to have it on? I mean, for me personally, I think I'm going to have it on normal to start off, and I'm going to have hardcore on, because they've said that you can have easy hardcore or normal hardcore. You can have a difficulty and hardcore on. So I'm definitely going to have hardcore on, though. There's no question about that. Hardcore for me, and it just, it sounds like a great new addition to the game. And so I'm gonna have normal hardcore, and if it's too easy, then obviously I'll bump up the difficulty, and if it's too hard, I'm just gonna stay there, and I'll deal with the fact that it's too hard, because I don't really want to go down to easy. I'll just feel like a little bitch if I do. So but let me know what you guys are gonna do with that whole thing. Let me know how you guys are gonna play, because I mean, this is the type of game where you can shoot ideas back and forth and saying, well, hey, I want my guy to be a stealth guy, and I want him to be good with sniper rifles. So, just let me know what you guys are going to do as far as your character. And the other thing is, I'm super excited for this game. Like, this is, like I said, my most anticipated game, and I just really hope that it works out. I really do. Like I said in my previous video, there's a lot of developers out there who just hype their games up, but with Obsidian, I really feel that it's not hype. It's more of just information right now, because they're proven, and then, like I said, it's not boastful either. It's not like they're saying, that we're reinventing the wheel again. It's an RPG, so there's obviously more that you can do with the game. There's more places to go. It's a bigger box, so to speak, and they have more colors to paint with. And so, I mean, it's just really sounding like it's coming together. So let me know what you guys think about that. I think it's going to be great, so you guys just take it easy.